beyond the understanding of Kamalam as to how her brother could have lived for 5 long years without any contact. He had snapped contacts. He was so busy in his pursuit of his of building his professional career, of making materialistic gains, that he was totally indifferent to his sisters and his mother's plight. But she doesn't say that what kind of a brother you are, that you never ever tried to talk to me, contact me, or inquire about my well-being. But then she only says that what kind of a son you are you anyway? But mother does not remember me. Now this adds to the sorrow of Kamalam when she realizes that Gopi is not concerned about his mother, and Amma does not remember me. So that's a kind of a solace to him. He's comforted with the fact that the mother doesn't remember him, because if she had remembered, she would have raised a number of questions that would have been very difficult for Gopi to face. She would have asked him why he did not keep in touch, why didn't he write letters, why didn't he come for all these years? That's 5 long years. So what is how he tries to accuse his mother by saying that she does not remember me. He had the audacity to say that Amma does not remember me, he said with a laugh. He says that with a laugh. There is no pain, so there is no guilt. The sense of guilt is totally missing here. That's why, it's more of a tragedy. But did you remember your mother? Asked his sister. He says, okay, you say that mother doesn't remember you. That's because of the Alzheimer's disease. But did you remember your mother? Did you ever remember her? And Gopi responds with a silence. He does not have an answer to the question raised by his sister. So overall, as you look at the story, The Tattered Blanket, it is full of pathos. It's full of sorrow. It evokes sorrow, sympathy for the mother and the widowed daughter. Any reader who reads this would hardly sympathize or would try to identify with Gopi. Gopi is a son who is very selfish, self-centered, only concerned about his well-being, his family's well-being. The story is, maybe came at the very right time when nuclear families were being formed. And with this formation of nuclear families, how human relations get topsy-turvy. Basically, the story Tattered Blanket is all about human relations, be it the relation between a brother and a sister, a mother and a son, or within a family, how close-knit families, when they drift apart, they lose out on the feeling of affection. There is no sense of belonging for the native place, for the immediate relations. Now, Kamala thus deliberately brought the two characters here, the mother and the son, Amma and Gopi. And she's basically focusing on the relation between Amma and Gopi, and it's not Gopi and Kamalam, Gopi's sister. Why? Because that's the most strongest of bond of mother and a son, which can bring in the heightened emotion, which can evoke the emotions of pathos in the readers. Because a mother is so much bonded with her son that when the son neglects the mother, it evokes a feeling of despair, sadness. There are a few difficult words. There's a word called raucous which is used, which is rough sounding and harsh. It is in the official jeep that the son comes here. He's in a very good position. Despite being in a good position, he is totally callous towards his mother. So, like most of her stories, Kamala Das has written a very beautiful story, The Tattered Blanket, which encompasses human relations and how relations can drift apart, how affection can be amiss, it can go haywire when you do not stay together. So, basically, the story is about human relations, and if I can say that it's between the relation of a mother and a son that Kamala Das is trying to focus here. So the central characters, as you see, two women, a widowed woman and an old woman. It's their story, it's their pain, which is what Kamala Das is trying to portray. Thank you.
Sandhan, All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.